So I heard someone say, I think it was Ted Cruz, that he thinks that we need a war on Barbie. Think about this. A war on Barbie. What kind of strategy is that? There's something wrong with men. Listen, you don't go to war on Barbie. It's hard to understand that I have to say this. You don't go to war on Barbie. You save Barbie. I think that's scriptural, actually. Uh, Now, I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, next she's gonna say, I am Barbie. But you are wrong. I am not Barbie. The truth is, you might be more Barbie than me, male or female. You see, Barbie is American and extrovert. I'm not. I'm Norwegian and introvert. That said, let's talk about domestic violence and domestic terrorism, or as I call it, marriage. You see, how do you break down a country? By going against God's word. Genesis 3:17 to 19 says, And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee. And thou shalt eat the herbs of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. This is the cursed life, okay? Choose blessing. Male headship is a curse. Choose blessing. Like obesity. The stereotype is that that's a problem for folks on welfare, when the truth is 70% of Americans are overweight, and most of them are in the workforce. Actually, more men than women are obese, like Christie. Actually, 75% of men are obese and some 60% of women are obese. So, discussing whether Coca-Cola should be on food stamps, that's stupid. And protection. Oh my God, protection. The big lie is that women want protection. Well, protection from whom? The husband is the most dangerous person in a woman's life. He's not a protector, he's an attacker. And yes, the streets are unsafe, but so is home life and work life. In the US military, employees are being attacked and brutally raped every day, men and women. So protection and provider, I find that among women. From men, I find more attackers and pimps. The people working at Fox News, they are doing a disservice to the public. They are not bringing news, just talking points. I guess part of their job description is to lie and to cover up. Now, what kind of people say yes to a job like that? And let's talk about stigmas, okay? I hear these folks on Fox News say that Gen Zs end up in their parents' basements watching porn and playing video games. That's stereotyping. Most people who watch porn and play video games do it at work. It's called long hours. Or it's the stay-at-home mom doing it when she's supposed to watch the kids. And then you wonder why the kids are the way they are. Listen, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Talk about parent rights. What about parent duties? Next stigma, drug use. You think people doing drugs are homeless and low lives, but actually doing drug use in workforce is running rampant. It's true. People take speed to be high energy, not to mention skinny. Speed will keep you thin and TV ready. There's so much hypocrisy on TV these days. I'm beginning to think, where do you find these people? Listen, the left side, well, they are pure fantasy. They're a lost cause, bought and paid in full. But Fox News is right there with them. Where did these people go to school? I mean, they bring nothing new to the conversation. I guess it's because the people feeding them info is spending their time playing computer games. That's my diagnosis on the entire Republican Party. I believe they would love to have Dems in power so they can just sit in their offices all day doing nothing. Just time thieves. Enough about traditional gender roles and the office gods or office potatoes. Hillary Clinton called the American people a basket of deplorables, and Ron DeSantis, he thinks Americans are low energy. What a campaign. I'll repeat myself and say, as leaders, it's not wise to point fingers at the oppressed. When a system is failing, it's because of leaders, not the followers. You see, I'm with Napoleon on this one. It's the structure you have to look at. The grand strategy, stupid. And let's look at Vivek Ramaswamy's seventh commandment. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind. Well, the nuclear family. Get real, son of man. Listen, dysfunctional families? Sure. Rainbow families? Why not? And I mean, look at the royal families. I mean, who needs enemies with family like this? This notion of the nuclear family, it's so un-American. The greatest form of governance is individualism, baby. Self-governance, male or female. Listen, Congress people get paid some $150,000 a year, some $100 an hour. It's only fair to expect them to work for that money. These people, I mean, entitlement, white privilege, male privilege, narcissism, and psychopathy drain the swamps of rhinos. I guess the reason why these people are so highly paid is, like media, they are paid to lie. Listen, the rhinos in the Republican Party drain the swamp, and the communists in the Democratic Party point them out. And the thing is, the way you fight this is by telling the truth. And if you tell the truth, you end up like Donald Trump, risking 700 years in jail. What can I tell you? At least the Dems are working for their money. The entire trial will be against Trump, will be high as a kite. No wonder Trump is popular. Jesus Christ. You'll get far by simply recognizing the public interest in politics. Who knew? Because then at least you are preaching to the choir, you are playing to stereotypes. Now to male baldness, because I think I have the final solution. Listen, I'm just trying to jumpstart your brain, okay? Some 50% of men go bald before 50. 70% go bald with age, and 25% see signs of hair loss before 21. There are many issues that are taboo. You know, they used to give women who stay at home nicknames like couch potato. I believe that's just projection. I even heard domestic goddess. Well, the men who sit in their offices twiddling their thumbs and doing nothing, they should also get a nickname, in all fairness. These office gods, because these are the political class, believe me, I'm sure number 45 can take this ball and run with it. You see, men see their roles as being hard taskmasters of their wives, but most of these men need a taskmaster themselves, like yesterday. Now, the neo-Nazis, send them to me. Yeah, bring your one good tooth. I'll make you a toothless grin. Actually, I'll make toothless grin the number one public health threat, okay? Along with earlessness. And as for Jesse James, aka Joe Biden, aka Grumpy Old Man, and the neo-fascists, listen, they better start building the death bunker, or maybe hangman, like Mussolini. I mean, the choices. And the Norwegian Barbie, well, they haven't made her yet. But at the Barbie headquarters, they are working on it as we speak. Now, to be pragmatic, I have a word for the one Republican who's living in Washington, D.C. If you have to go in the streets, man. Use the bike lane. That will get the Dems' attention. And who's in the know? Well, maybe nobody. In the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.